a podcast to honor the gods.
This better come with a sacrifice.
Dave X Media.
A few months ago, things would have been different. Sadie could have spoken a single word and caused a military-grade explosion. I could have encased myself in a magical combat avatar, and almost nothing would have been able to defeat me. But that was when we were fully merged with the gods. Horus for me, Isis for Sadie. We'd given up that power because it was simply too dangerous. Until we had better control of our own abilities, embodying Egyptian gods could make us go crazy or literally burn us up. Now all we had was our own limited magic. That made it harder to do important stuff, like survive when a monster came to life and wanted to kill us.
Welcome to Of the Oldest Gods. We discuss Rick Riordan's role as our godly parent.
Hey yo, I am Raye. I'm following the path of past. Oh my god. I stole your goddess. Holy shit. Bro, that has never happened.
Is my goddess cheating on me?
Oh my god.
Are you cheating on me with my goddess?
Yes, she's a really hot cat woman. I'm a different person. I mean, I am Raye. That's me. I'm following the path of Geb. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm Charlie, still following the path of Bast.
Yeah,
and
good.
Now I'm, I have to have a conversation with her, apparently.
Fuck, man.
Be like, excuse me? Are you guys, like, seeing each other on the side? Like, what's going on here? Hello? Wow, how dare you?
If I could pull a woman like that, I'd be set for life.
Bro, let me tell you a thing. Let me tell you how obsessed I've been lately with a particular fictional woman.
Oh yeah?
And that is Cassandra from Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Very nice. Very nice.
Already talked about that media in our plug section before, but like, Raye, did you peruse? Did you take a look?
I haven't, no.
You must look this woman up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like buff women?
Yes, obviously.
Yeah, she buff woman. She will murder you in your sleep.
Woo!
Yeah, listen, I have a type, and that's one of them. So, you know what? And Bast, honestly, kind of the same type.
Yeah.
Bast has just got a little bit of weird guy energy in there, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the cat.
Which is ideal.
You know? Exactly. Anyway, you wanna talk about this book again?
Yeah, it's chapter 2, man. We're doing it. We're making it happen.
We are. This time we tamed a 7,000-pound hummingbird. Now, is this an accurate chapter title?
I'll allow it. I think it's funny. Specifically because I'm sure that we'll get into it in the myth section. I'm wondering, if there's like a canonical way that Egyptian griffins are supposed to move, or if Rick just like looked at the design and was like, I think that thing would kind of have buzzing wings like a hummingbird does. And if he came up with that, I think that is fun and cool. And so I will allow it.
I don't know. Well, again, we're gonna talk about that in the myth section.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know that Rick has had griffins in 2 different mythology books. So, and he did them very different ways both times. So I'm just like, I think he even spelled it differently the second time too. Like the YPOPHON.
Mm-hmm.
Like that way. So yeah, I don't know if that was like, oh, there's just a lot of ways they're represented, so I made some choices and such. Or if he was just like, I'm gonna make some shit up because, you know what, why not?
What's your preferential spelling? I like the one with the Y better.
I don't know. I guess the one with the F kind of feels more like it could just be a dude's name is the thing, and then the one with the Y feels more like it could be a mythical creature.
Totally, I see that.
But also, I find them to be interchangeable. So
yeah, I didn't really think about it until you mentioned it. Anyways.
But I could be wrong that he spells it differently. I'm just like, I think he did that. I don't remember. It's been a while.
So things that happened. This chapter is very, very chaotic.
Yes.
Everybody, they're pretty freaked out about the idea of having to fight a griffin until Carter realizes it could maybe be his buddy. Carter also tells Walt to go open a cursed window, and predictably, he gets cursed from that. Sadie is still a little bit on fire, and the curse makes some fiery plague spirits. This is really bad for the wedding party that is also inside the museum, but the griffin wants to eat the spirits. But Sadie catches it in a rope spell, and then Jazz is really exhausted from healing Walt, but she uses her magic to get rid of the spirits anyways, and then she nearly spontaneously combusts, and then the Popo show up. So Carter straps the griffin to a boat that Walt summons so that they can fly up by the skylight, grab Khufu, and fucking dip. So, yeah. Action scene where no one communicates. Very good.
We love it.
Everybody makes some choices in this episode.
They sure do. They're thinking on their feet. We're bringing the chaos, even though, we're supposed to be upholding Ma'at,
You're so right. I wasn't even thinking about the themes.
Yeah, we always got to be thinking about those themes. And you know what? Like, I've been thinking about the themes so much more because one of our good friends and fellow podcasters, Darian and her brother DJ on Muses of Mythology are also covering Egyptian stuff right now.
Hell yeah.
And so, like, they've been talking about, like, similar vibes, and I'm just like, ooh, you guys are, like, really making me, like, think even more about, like, my own takes on this and everything. It's all coming together,
Nice.
It's all really coming together. You want to talk about some myths? Maybe?
Hell yes.
Let's talk about griffins.
A different kind this time.
Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. We're going to talk about griffins. We're going to see what we got here. Yeah, there are actually 3 spellings. There's the 2 that I mentioned, or the one that I mentioned, the one in the book, and then there's griffon, which is just with the F's, but an O-N, apparently. It's Greek and Latin and French. All the languages, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, etymology. Okay. The Greek word grippos means curved or hooked. You mean maybe like Carter's hooked sword? Huh? Also, I guess griff could mean hooked nose, maybe?
Yeah, the beak. I get it.
Yeah. We got like a bunch of stuff in Persian here, apparently. They have like a whole different word for it. It's called let's see, I'm gonna butcher this. Sirdal or Shirdal, lion eagle is what it means.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. That's what I picture. So, lion eagle. Yeah. And then there's a special Egyptian name for it that they didn't use in the chapter.
Tisk tisk. It slaps.
Literally, tesh tesh.
Tesh tesh. Terror in pieces.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Inscribed on a griffin image found in a tomb. And oh my god, there's another one. That is just, that there is no vowel in that. Sifr, the fiery one, I guess. Which is funny, based on the chapter.
Right?
Yeah, fiery. But apparently, the terror epithet is also used for Osiris? I guess that makes sense?
Who do you
I guess
tear?
he's torn
Osiris?
to pieces, but he's not really a terror.
He gets torn instead of tearing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that totally makes sense. Okay, let's see. Egypt is a very short one here. They have 4 griffin-like hybrids with 4 legs, beaked heads, and they date back to 3000 BC.
Before 3000 BC, apparently.
Before, say. The oldest known is from Hyrcanopolis. Hyrcanopolis? Yes. From 3300 BC. 3300 to 3100 BC. That's most of what we have here. Is just, there was a picture of it, I guess.
It's interesting, griffin-like hybrid implies that it's not, technically the same thing. Like, they didn't get it from the same source or whatever. It's just that they also had the idea of what if there was a lion bird? Wouldn't that be fucked up?
Okay, I'm gonna see if there's anything about Horus in here. Probably not. No, nothing about Horus. I understand why they went with that, because, like, Horus is like a sky god, and his thing is falcons, and I guess lions are also very kingly, so like you got some like interesting symbolism going on there, but it's not textual. It is Rick being like, you know what? Let's give him a funky animal. Why not? Let's go with that because there is the oldest or one of the oldest things we have of like a griffin. It's right there.
Huh.
Yeah, there are even older ones from Mesopotamia, but like Egypt is probably like the second oldest. So
that's cool. I went to mythos.fandom and they have a little more description of the griffin imagery. They would normally be shown trampling people under their feet, and that would be the pharaoh triumphing over their enemies and the enemies of Egypt.
There you go.
But yeah, that's pretty much all that they add.
Yeah, so I guess it doesn't necessarily mean that, like, they are lion, eagle creatures. Like, doesn't necessarily mean that they're the front half of an eagle, back half of a lion, like, even in Egypt. But something similar to that creature, at least, existed. So, like, Rick was like, let's just make a griffin, but hummingbird. Because, you know, why not?
Yeah. I'm wondering which image he looked up, you know? Because, like, I'm looking at one from Meret's tomb, and they just have very normal-looking wings that are just, like, against their bodies. And so I'm wondering where the brush-like wings came from. But I think that would probably be pretty hard to find. That's just me musing.
I mean, there is the interesting, like, way that they carve the wings. There's at least one that I'm looking at. I don't know where it's from, but it looks like an Egyptian one, and it's like it looks kind of like a weird curved thing. And just like, okay, that one looks a little funky, so I'd probably want to do something weird with that too. I don't know if it says hummingbird, but you know, I do something weird with the wings.
Yeah, it's definitely fun.
And sadly, it means that Carter cannot ride on its back.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like it would work too well.
Rude. Absolutely rude. Horrible.
So did you find anything out about our other creature in this particular one?
You want me to tell you about the bow, which does not exist?
Interesting.
Unless you look at the Riordan wiki.
Right. Do those have sources outside of Rick? Like, I wish that wiki did more of this work for us.
Right? No, it doesn't. It literally just has, like, the reference to where it is in the book itself. It doesn't say where it might come. Or are they supposed to be, like, demons or something? But they didn't really call them anything different. Like, they just,
right.
You know. So, it's not like the bow is from anything specifically. Google AI is trying to tell me it's the ba. And that
You're
bow
confused.
is a plural for ba.
Huh.
And I'm just like, does that make sense with the chapter necessarily?
No, not really.
Like
I can see how there could potentially be a relation since they're both spirits, but these are fiery plague spirits and not people spirits, as far as I know.
Yeah, and the only other thing that comes up is the Mesopotamian god named Bao, who's literally spelled that way. So yeah, I have nothing for you. I'm sorry. Rick decided to make some stuff up today.
What are we doing, Rick?
You know what? He's having fun with it. It's chapter 2. He started running out of myths in book 2.
Yeah.
Apparently.
It'd be like that.
So, yeah. Let's talk about the chapter.
Yes.
Tame this 7,000-pound hummingbird. I think that's a bit of a, hyperbole, per se. I don't know if it's 7,000 pounds, but...
Is it still made out of rock after it comes alive?
We're gonna have to look at that. We're gonna have to get there. Alright. So we start the chapter, Carter's like, well, we used to have super amazing magical powers when we were part god.
Yeah, remember
that?
Now
we kind of suck. So, they're not great.
Remember how much trouble we were in last book, even when we had amazing cosmic powers? Now imagine that we were doing all of that stuff, but we were like just little guys.
Exactly. And so he's like, I can't like do the Hawk Avatar thing, and Sadie can't do the divine words anymore. At least maybe not right now. Maybe they need to be a bit more full power for that.
Yeah, not as good.
The griffin, it's coated with limestone dust, so maybe, I don't know what that says.
I don't know. I looked up how heavy a regular lion is, and it's like maybe 400 pounds, like 300 to 400. So
yeah, I was like, no way this thing is gonna be over 1,000 pounds, let alone 7,000 pounds.
7,000 seems quite high, so I must assume that it's made out of some rocks.
Stone.
Or it must be really, really big. It's twice the size of a regular lion, but that's still not 1,000 pounds, and it can also fly, so I'm like, there's a lot going on here.
Yeah,
it is
how
magic,
are you able to fly if you weigh that much? I mean, yes, you have freaking hummingbird wings, but also, the fuck? It pulverized the stone slab that it came from, so we can't go back.
That's very funny of it. It's like, fuck this. Fuck this thing in particular.
Yeah, so very interesting. Sadie still got the white flames on her hand and the scroll, and the griffin is like, I must get you and that scroll. And those flames.
Yeah, in retrospect, it is going for the fiery curse, but they assume that they are being attacked.
Yeah, and I love it. Like, Carter's like, drop the scroll, you know? Maybe it'll leave you alone if it, you know, because you stole the thing.
And Sadie's like, I literally can't.
It is magically stuck to her hand.
And on fire.
But it's like, they keep saying it's ghost fire. And my brain's just like, okay, so does that mean it doesn't hurt? Like,
I'm assuming so.
I don't know.
Yeah, last chapter it said that it doesn't seem to consume the papyrus or hurt Sadie. It's just that it looks like fire.
Okay, so just white wispy stuff.
Yeah, spirit stuff.
The fire is like attracting everything in the room. It's like making everything go off the walls. For some reason, Walt and Jazz are like, what the fuck do we do? That's a monster. This is our first time in the field, guys.
Yeah, this is their first time seeing a fucking monster and being attacked by one. They're
We've
freaking
been here for
bit.
like a month. What do we do?
So Carter's like, Walt, check the windows. If you can open them, we're gonna dip. And Walt's like, it's cursed. And he's like, but if that eats us, then we'll die.
He also gets his Kopesh out from the Duat because
he
one thing
does.
Carter can still do. He can still be like, hey, guess what? I got a sword, bitch.
And Sadie summons a staff also.
Yes. And now he starts describing her as looking like the Statue of Liberty.
Very funny bit.
Very cute.
Yeah, she's holding this away from her body, so presumably so that the rest of her doesn't also catch on fire. Yeah,
makes sense. And, okay, so Jazz is like, wait, there's the markings on the glass on the window. This looks familiar. I gotta do something.
She recognizes them. She doesn't get a chance to explain what they are, though.
Yeah, because we're dealing with the griffin.
Sadie turns her staff into a tiger, and the griffin fucking eats it.
Rude. Awful. Rude.
It was her favorite staff.
Yeah, also rude to the tiger. How dare this, like, eagle face eat a whole ass tiger in one gulp? I want to know how. I feel like it unhinged its jaw.
Yeah, literally.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, creatures with beaks normally do more rending and tearing than this. Than Vor.
Just a little bit. Carter's like, wow, I wish I had Horace here right now so I could do something brave. Don't know what to do. Fuck. And Jazz is like, the symbols on the window. It's Sekhmet.
Hold the fuck
up. And, like, that's her goddess. So, we know something's going on with her goddess.
So, Walt gets overwhelmed by white fire from the window.
Because he opens it.
Jazz goes over to help him. The griffin goes for the two of them, in retrospect also because they are now engulfed in magic flames.
And this is when Carter's like, oh, it's attacking the fire? It's not trying to attack us. It's okay.
But it is, like, knocking stuff over and, like, causing a bunch of chaos, so Carter yells, stop it, and the griffin does. It listens to him, like, completely, like, inexplicably.
And Sadie's like, cool, Carter, keep that attention. I've got an idea. And she's got some twine, and she's like, I'm gonna, attack it. Or, like, harness
she's gonna
it.
cast a cool rope spell with her twine.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in the corner, Walt, apparently some fire, like, went inside of him. His eyes are, like, glowing white. He's, like, on his back. He's shivering. And Jazz is doing some healing.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Thing. It's not going great.
My man's unwell.
Yeah. And the griffin's just like, rah, rah. What's going on?
It's a little louder than that. It is in all caps and italicized.
Fine.
And exclamation point.
I'm trying not to peak the audio.
This thing's fucking loud. Just everybody needs to know that.
Yeah, but it's just like, excuse me, you just told me to stop. Why? Why do I have to stop, sir?
Yeah, I want to eat this magic shit.
Let me eat the magic. And hey, the magic shit is now 7 blazing figures.
And apparently this is a thing.
We already know from the last book we had some 7 things of Sekhmet before, so we're bringing that back again. Remember we had like the 7 ribbons of Hathor, the 7 arrows of Sekhmet.
Okay.
And now
I remember
we got
the
something
ribbons.
again.
I vaguely remember the arrows. So 7 is just one of those numbers.
But it's very specifically with like this goddess.
It is.
So
yeah.
That's why I'm like, ooh, okay.
Yeah, it definitely appears to be a thing.
Yep. So Sadie's trying to throw the rope at the griffin. The griffin's like, fuck you. No, I don't like that. No. Freaking me out.
Yeah, it's freaking. The rope is coming for it. He's trying to stop it from causing too much destruction. Sadie is helping Jazz, who is now passed out from her healing.
Yeah, it's not great when like doing powerful spells causes them to pass out.
No.
And it's like you're already in a life or death situation.
Also, now there are party guests here.
Yeah, we gotta have a wedding, and like the griffin's gonna crash the wedding.
The griffin, well, the wedding is crashing the griffin, and then the evil white spirits attack the wedding guests. And they are also having the same effect as Walt had, where their eyes are glowing and they seem to be fucked up.
Yeah, it looks like they're going through like seizures or something. It's not great, man.
Carter is like, I gotta do something about this. And Sadie's like, the window is open and our friends are like on the ground. We have to go. And Carter's like, we can't. Sorry, I'm busy.
We can't leave the civilians, excuse me, and the griffin. Like, we can't leave these things alone.
I do think the line is funny when Carter's like, I muttered an Egyptian curse, the cussing kind, not the magic kind.
I want to know some Egyptian curses. Like, I want to know how to say fuck in Egyptian. Come on! Teach me, Carter. I'm assuming this is actually modern Egyptian and not even ancient Egyptian, actually.
Yeah, he probably just already knows those from his traveling.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, I go to Egypt all the time. Like, I picked up a few things. I know how to say fuck. Why not? Okay, so Carter's like, I'm gonna control the griffin. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fine. The fiery figures, they're looking like dog creatures.
Yeah.
I want to know what's up with that.
Yeah, me too.
That's what's freaking me out, because I don't know why that would work. Why dogs?
They sound upsetting. They've got elongated and crooked limbs.
Honestly, I don't know. These, like, fire creatures are making me think of, like, Doctor Who, aliens, for some reason. Just, like, creatures made of light that want to kill you. That's what it sounds like.
So, the griffin is still running from Sadie's spell, but it manages to eat one of the fire things. Now there's only 6, so Carter's like, that works. But at that, like, very moment, Sadie's spell catches up with it and binds it, and so it can't help anymore.
Rude. Carter, why did you speak and distract the griffin?
So, it's freaking out, so Carter casts a hieroglyphic spell, like Sadie normally does. It's not his, specialty, but he can still do it, apparently. And it's Hatep, which is be at peace.
I love that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Chill out spell.
The former host of the warrior god guy is like, peace. Peace upon you. Peace be with you, if I may.
So Carter's like, you and me, we're Horus Bros now.
And also, he can apparently always summon the Eye of Horus.
Just vibes.
Because he's just that cool.
Yeah, he's just a Horus guy.
Yeah, we're Horus dudes. We're gonna be bros now. Cool. Sadie's a loser. I can help you out of that. So.
Siblings.
Yeah. Sadie and Walt are carrying Jazz.
While Sadie is still holding one arm up.
Yes. And Walt, just came back to consciousness. So, yeah. He explains the Servants of Horus thing, that they pull his chariot into battle. I like that. That is some good badass shit. Actually, why didn't I see more of, that stuff on there, honestly? That would have been such cool if that was actual lore. Love it.
Yeah.
I know
It makes sense, like, if griffins symbolize, like, Egyptian victory, and Horus is, like, the pharaoh, then, like, that, symbolically, that works.
And, like, I mean, at least in, like, Christian stuff, they're also, like, kind of, like, I think they're supposed to be, like, kingly or something. My brain's just like, it's an eagle and a lion. Like, how much more noble beast can you get?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's right there. I do know that, as far as Greek gods go, I think Nemesis's chariot is pulled by griffins. I think that's canon.
That's cool.
I think that's a thing. So, like, goddess of revenge, griffins. We stand. All right, we got our shield guy. We need to get Jazz out of here. And she's like, "Don't worry about me.
I'm fine."
Cool.
And they're like,
Guys.
"Bro, you almost passed out."
Like, Jazz, you're drunk. Go home.
Okay, so these are also the arrows of Sekhmet. I guess
Apparently.
I missed that earlier.
Yeah, I forgot what they were still calling them, but yeah, apparently arrows of Sekhmet, plague spirits.
Who
because
knew
she's both
that they were plague spirits?
Both a plague and a healing goddess. So
I do like the way that Carter describes that in the chapter. I don't know where that is exactly, but he says that, like, because, sickness is her domain, it makes sense that you have control over it. Like, you can get rid of it also.
Yeah, and, like, okay, the same thing can be said for Apollo. He's both the god of, like, medicine and healing and doctors, and also the god of, like, plagues and destruction. So, like, it's one of those dichotomies that just happens.
I think that is partially because of how prayer works. Like, if you know that Apollo is a healing guy, or if you know that he is a plague guy, then when people are getting sick, you're going to pray to him and ask him for either mercy or help, or, and so he gets associated with both of those things. Yeah. I feel like that just, like, makes sense for how that happens.
Yeah, exactly. I think it makes sense to me too. Yeah, so everyone's like, Jazz, go home, you're drunk. Like, you need to rest, okay?
And she's like, no. She gives Walt a kiss on the cheek and says, "It'll be okay, don't give up." And then she goes to do this, and I'm like, that was like a death goodbye. Like, that was a death flag right there. Like, girl?
Listen, her next death flag, even worse, she takes out a wax figurine, gives it to Sadie, and is like, "You'll need this soon, Sadie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I can't help you more.
Yeah.
You'll know what to do when the time comes."
What the fuck, girl? Okay. What? You're sacrificing your life?
Does she not do a Ruby Kane in this chapter, though?
Yeah.
This feels like a Ruby Kane move. It's Ruby Kane coded. Okay? Because she's just like, "I know it needs to be done, okay?
Yeah.
I gotta deplete my magical reserves, because this is my goddess. This is my time. This is my thing." And she's drawn a circle of protection. And she has a small statue of Sekhmet. She just has that. Pretty cool.
As you would.
And she's chanting with red light and tendrils.
Yeah, it sounds really fucked up, actually, her portal. It sounds like a portal to hell, where the eldritch beings live.
I mean, she's dragging the plague spirits to hell. Makes sense to me. That's why I was like, are they demons or something?
It's just kind of wild. Like, imagine your healer just, like, summoning like some Full Metal Alchemist shit. Like, a circle on the ground with red glowing light coming out of it and, like, black tendrils.
I love it. I love it so much. Listen. When I play Baldur's Gate, Shadowheart is usually my healer because she's the cleric. The cleric's always the healer. But I don't know if this was, like, one of the normal cleric spells or if this was from one of my mods. But then she got this spell in her list that was, like, black tentacles. And I was like, oh my god, that sounds metal as fuck. I gotta try it.
I feel like I know that spell. I think it's, like, Evard's black tentacles or something.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Book. Yeah.
Yeah. So, healer does some metal shit. That's just Shadowheart, okay? Just telling you.
Hell yeah.
So while she is dealing with this, there's sirens blazing. The police are coming.
Yeah, the police are here now. That's great.
We gotta worry about this again. Guys, they're gonna call us on a manhunt. Not again. And Carter's genius idea. Well, you still got a boat? Do you get a boat amulet? Can you summon a boat? There's no water. Just summon the goddamn boat, okay?
Yeah. I need a boat. Get the boat.
And he uses the rope that Sadie used earlier without a spell, and he's like, "Okay, Griffin guy, we're buddies now. I'm gonna tie this on your neck. Don't freak out."
And the Griffin says, "Freak!"
Yes. And then we get some more creepy ass shit. Again, this is why I'm like, Doctor Who villains.
Yeah, so time slows down.
Time's slowing down, and the freaky Bao comes face to face with Carter. I don't like this. I don't like it.
You don't like, when there's horror content in your nice Rick Riordan book?
Rick, if you ever stop writing, like, this entire, like, mythology thing, or if you, like, start a new, like, series of them, go into a horror genre.
He should.
I think I would even be willing to read it, okay? I'll say that. I will be willing to read it if you wrote it, because I know you could do it so good. You've tried detectives, you're good at this YA thing, go into horror, okay? You could be the next R.L. Stine, you know?
YA horror is kind of an underserved market, I feel. There's a reason that all of the children are insane about Five Nights at Freddy's. They crave it.
They were all insane about Goosebumps, too, before. Like, they're starved for content, okay? So this Bao, you won't succeed. Chaos is too powerful, boy. The world spins beyond your control. Give up your quest.
And Carter's like, I feel like I know this guy, but what the hell?
I love Carter. Shut up. You'll never find her. She sleeps in the place of red sand, but she will die there if you follow your pointless quest.
Fucked up. That's his not girlfriend that they're talking
Apparently,
about.
even though he doesn't mention a name or anything. But Carter's like, oh my god, it's Zia. It's Zia. Gotta be her. And he's like, nope, I can't believe you. You deceive and all that. It's like, you know better, boy. We've met before.
So I don't know what's up with that. Yeah. It's pretty weird. He says shut up again.
And then it screams and dies in the vortex.
Well, he summons the Eye of Horus, and apparently it doesn't like that, like when you hold a cross up to a vampire.
That was a wonderful metaphor. I love that.
Yeah. You know the vibes.
Now my brain's just like, oh yeah, Horus is like Egyptian Jesus. There we go.
I mean, basically, he is the sun.
He's not the sun. Ra is the sun.
God damn it. Fucking hell.
Horus is his eyes are the sun and the moon. He's the sky. Kind of. I don't know, he's a bird guy. My favorite Horus is when he's just a bird, and that's it.
Yeah.
I vibe with it.
I love that for him.
Sadie was, she's playing defense and swatting at the bow with her flaming scroll. Love it. Walt has the reed boat all set up, and Carter ties the boat to the griffin and everything, and Jazz has finished her spell.
Wild thing to do. This boat is not super stable while it's tied to a griffin.
Yeah, this is insane. I don't know if they get better transportation for this griffin later.
It works, though. So Jazz has finished her spell now. All the evil spirits are gone. But she is, like, actively steaming. She is not doing so hot.
Like I said, this is a Ruby Kane. Somehow, she's just passed out. So
she is doing pretty hot, actually. As in, she got really hot from all the magic that she used just now.
Not hot in a good way. Just hot
in a bad.
Yeah, hot in a bad way.
As in nearly spontaneously combusted.
Khufu finally is here. He's opened the dome for us.
Thank you,
and
Khufu.
We're gonna fly the fuck out of here. We cannot flip it, though. We need to make sure. And, okay, the police did see them. Technically. Yeah. There's
and
a
I'm
deep
like,
male voice.
What do they see? What do they see?
That's really the question. I hope that they saw, like, 4 kids and whatever animal you would assume the griffin is, as, like, they're doing some Mission Impossible shit, or, like, some Spy Kid shit here, and just, like, whizzing back up out of the dome.
So I'm thinking that the griffin probably gets mentally interpreted as some kind of machine, or like a air balloon or something. That I don't know.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got like helicopter airplaned out of there somehow.
Wild shit.
Actually, I think helicopter makes sense for the wings.
Yeah, totally. That is the
helicopter.
Vibe. A miniature helicopter that holds some kind of platform that they're all sitting in. Bizarre.
Yes, absolutely. They got airlifted. We're doing great. And
there's a baboon here.
And
Don't worry
Carter's
about
like,
that.
so much for an easy job, but it was the easiest day that we're gonna have for a while. What an
Fucked
ending. What an ending.
Also, the griffin just knows where their house is. That's normal.
Listen, this griffin is now attuned to Carter, okay?
Yeah.
They are now one.
They're communicating. They're vibing.
They're vibing on so many levels.
So
Okay.
Carter's like, was that even worth it? Do we even want this thing? Is this gonna make shit worse? I don't know, but I
There's
think
still
that things are about
fires
to go bad.
everywhere.
Yeah.
The scroll is still burning. There are fires all over Brooklyn. It's not great. When are we gonna get rid of this fire, guys?
Hey, Horace, explain yourself. This is all your fault, man.
Literally, all your fault, Horace.
So,
I'll fucking dare you.
I'm gonna make some predictions about what we're gonna do with the characters now, because I don't remember this stuff. I'm just figuring that from where we go from this chapter is that they have to like think about their position as leaders and like how their decisions can hurt other people, because both Jazz and Walt came out of this really bad. Specifically because of decisions that Carter and Sadie made, and the fact that they were unable to communicate their plans and coordinate in a stressful situation. Yeah, it's gonna be a whole thing, and that might be a theme of the book. I don't know, we'll see. But like, my gosh, the chaos in this chapter, the chaos level was very high.
Just a little bit. You got some plugs. You got a plug. I got a plug.
I watched Superman 2025, James Gunn.
Yes!
That shit fucking slapped!
I'm assuming you loved it, and it's
Yes.
woke ass shit, you know?
Yeah. Yes, Superman is woke. He was made by Jewish people, and he's an immigrant. Cry about it.
I can't believe that's literally what I was gonna say. Our immigrant hero who is truth, justice, and the American way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, both of these things can exist. Did you know that?
Yeah, it turns out that like they're before the right got so like weird and fucked up, there used to be like actually good patriotism in America. Like I don't like, I've seen people like talking about like how this is an American ideal that they can get behind, and I was like, oh right, there is an American ideal that I had as like a kid that wasn't completely toxic, and it wouldn't have to be.
It was Superman.
It's
Superman
just
was
that,
the
like,
American ideal.
Yeah. The American patriotism has become so linked with fascism that it's like you like can't even do it anymore. Like, if you show any pride in the country, it's like, you know, it's a red flag. And that's kind of fucking sad. Like, if you're someone who lives here and like wants to live here for the rest of your life, it'd be nice to be able to, like, feel good about that. And there used to be things that you could feel good about, you know, US aid. Remember that? Okay. Now I'll stop talking about politics. But, Superman, fucking slapped. I'm so excited for the new DCU movie-verse. I think that it's gonna be really fun.
Okay, just a question. Did you see Robert's review of it in the Discord?
You sent it to me.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Good shit.
Our good friend Robert, aka the Damn Meme Page, made a review, and it was, the mark of a good Superman film is when your Superman actor portrays the duality of the character perfectly. The Boy Scout, charming, lover of all humanity, and the guy who gets pegged by Lois Lane.
Hell yeah!
We stan.
We stan. That's the guy. That's the man.
That's the guy of all time, right there.
And I do love how, like, Lois and Clark will, like, disagree about stuff, but they both have valid points. It's just that they have different priorities that both make sense. You know, she's thinking about like, socioeconomic shit, and he's like, every life matters, and that's, you know, my number one priority. And so, like, she's gonna think about the big picture, and he's gonna look at the little details, and, you know, they have a big argument about it at the beginning of the film, and it's a little tense, a little not that great, but if they could use that to their advantage, they could become, like, the perfect power team, and I think that they're getting towards that by the end of the movie, and it's very exciting. I love rambling.
I listen. I love it too. This is probably gonna end up being my favorite like Superman thing eventually when I do watch it. But like before this, I really loved. I've only seen the first 2 seasons of it. But Superman and Lois, they really got that dynamic down of like the two of them, and they have aged them up. They had kids now, and it was like a totally different thing. But it was still like very solid. These two people love each other, and they're very different people, and like it was just very cool, very good.
I need to rewatch the older Superman film because I saw it when I was a kid, and I know that I really liked it, and I need to like, decide.
Which one? Like Superman Returns or something?
Fuck, I don't fucking know, man. The the one where he turns time back by flying around the planet really fast.
That is one of the most iconic things. I knew that before I knew anything really about Superman, was that could happen. Because they did in Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Good shit.
But also, my first exposure to like Superman things, I'm pretty sure, was watching Crypto the Super Dog as a small child. So when I saw the fucking dog in the trailer, I was like, oh my god.
That's delightful.
I love that little boy. I'm gonna be so excited. It's amazing. Let's see, what can I plug that is anywhere as good as that? Okay. So I've been watching YouTube still. As I do. And you know what I'm very sad that I missed recently, right? I missed DashCon 2.
Oh, yeah.
So sad. So very sad. Robert and I were going to try to maybe do a panel or something there, but I guess it got very popular.
It sold the fuck out, like, immediately.
Some good shit happened.
So I hear. So I understand.
Yeah. I think somebody dressed as the hospital with the
Oh my god.
The Color Theory
the Children's Hospital, yeah.
That's at least one of the stories that I've heard.
Oh my god.
There were like so many things. Oh my goodness. But I'm especially upset that I missed a YouTuber who was there. Strange Aeons, who is
yep.
what I'm plugging today.
She's an icon.
You know her?
Yeah.
So she does a lot of Tumblr and internet history things on her channel. Very much, the early 2000s emo vibe is going on here. Listen, I recently watched I did that for 4th of July actually. On 4th of July, I watched her painstakingly read all of My Immortal.
Oh, good.
Although it wasn't painful for her because she loves it.
I love how she embraces cringe,
A whole video
it's good.
Doing all the outfits of Ebony, Dementia, Darkness, Raven Way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the skirt with the 666 on her butt. It exists.
Incredible.
Just so many good things. So much My Immortal. But I'm very upset because I missed Strange Eons fighting the Muppet Joker. Dueling the Muppet Joker. The Croaker, if you will. Who is also Tumblr famous. This is a person who...
it's a character.
I was gonna say, I believe it's confirmed that it's satire.
Yes.
But this is a person who claims to kin both the Joker and Kermit the Frog and ships them.
And is sexually attracted to both of them.
And is sexually attracted. It's the Holy Trinity.
Yeah.
Is what it's described as. But it's the unholy Trinity. Yeah, it's great.
I haven't watched the duel. It's 10 minutes long or some shit. I should do that sometime, though.
I need to see if other people filmed it and put it on YouTube and there are better angles of it. Because I feel like that angle also has the sound isn't great and there's some people in front. But man, I'm so sad that I missed this in real life. You know what? The actual most depressing thing about DashCon 2? The ball pit wasn't that big.
Damn. Need a better ball pit.
I mean, they still had one.
I need the ball pit to be a whole room. I'm not kidding.
They had the fucking duel room, which was a bunch of blow-ups and those foam things that you can hit people with. They had that. But the ball pit was mostly just for the meme.
Right.
And it was very sad. And I'm just you know what you should have done? That entire duel room should have been the ball pit, actually. You should have, hit the person, killed them, they fall into the ball pit, right?
Yeah, right? Yeah.
You got the platforms that hold you above the balls. and then like person falls off the platform, they fall into the ball pit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This is my vision. If anyone from DashCon 2 is listening, this is what you should do next time.
I really hope that they keep having DashCon 2 and they call it DashCon 2 every time. DashCon 2 DashCon 2 2026.
DashCon 2 Fast 2 Furious.
Yes, this is what I want.
DashCon 2 Electric Boogaloo. Like, I want to know if they're going to keep having it. Anyway, that's my plug. Go watch Strange Eons.
Yeah, she's fun. She's very fun. And she does some, like, internet deep dives on, like, you know, really specific, like, weird people and stuff. So, yeah, just, I'd say scroll her page and see if you see anything interesting to you.
And if you're specifically interested in the Croaker, she did a whole, like, couple of videos on this guy. There's one that's just about, like, him and his blog, and then there's another one about him and his roommates. And that one's, honestly a little bit more unhinged.
Yeah, there's a whole storyline about a My Chemical Romance cult. Fucking insane. Very good stuff.
Sometimes I just put on videos of hers that I've seen before while I'm playing AC Odyssey.
Nice. Okay. That's our show. Will you please release us from this mortal coil?
I sure will. Raye, I'm gonna slap you with this like foam thing and kill you. You're gonna fall off the platform into the ball pit, and I'm gonna, get in this boat and fly off with the griffin. Bye.
Avenge me.
Of the Eldest Gods would like to thank its $10 and up patrons. This means you're either in the Savior of Olympus tier or the God Complex tier on our Patreon, patreon.com/oftheeldestgods. Thank you all so much for your support, especially Matt, our God Complex patron.
You can follow this podcast socials at Of the Eldest Gods Pod on Instagram and Tumblr. You can send us a message through the Duat to oftheeldestgodspod@gmail.com. If you'd like to support us financially, join us at patreon.com/oftheeldestgods. By becoming a patron, you can join the Deus Ex Media Discord server, where you'll be able to chat with us and other listeners about the Riordanverse or whatever else. Our $5 patron tier also gets you access to Against All Odds, our monthly bonus show. There, we'll talk about a wide variety of topics, which usually have something to do with mythology, no promises. You can check out our merch store on Redbubble to find custom designs made by Charlie. Or if you cannot or do not want to support us financially, we'd really appreciate a rating, a review, or letting your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. That really helps. If you want to hear more from me, Raye, check out Barbie Movie Slap, a podcast where my co-host Ted and I discuss Barbie's cinematic universe. That podcast's Twitter is at Barbie Slaps.
You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms. I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws. You can also hear my voice on 2 other podcasts. I co-host another podcast on the network with the meme maker Robert called The Bits, where we talk about the Cartoon Network show Steven Universe. I also co-host a non-network podcast with my buddy Ethan called Mysteries in the Machine, where we talk about all things Scooby-Doo. Our music was created and produced by Isabel Strauss-Riggs. You can find Isabel at Kane I, that's I is in the body part, on Instagram and Twitter. She also currently makes video essays on the YouTube channel, Kane I. Feel free to message her about making music for your project or editing your podcast.
Of the Eldest Gods is based on the series by Rick Riordan. Right now we are discussing The Kane Chronicles. Remember to follow us on your favorite podcatcher and meet us back here every Thursday.
Do you love to be super scared? Do you enjoy listening to hilarious hot takes on timeless classics? Well, fear not, listeners. I'm here! Welcome to the Super Scary Podcast, where we cover everything from the supernatural to the superpowered. I'm your host, Josh, a scaredy cat nerd who enjoys superhero, sci-fi, and horror movies way too much. Whether I'm processing my trauma from Texas Chainsaw Massacre or reminiscing on the nostalgia of Hocus Pocus, my guests and I have a hilarious time going through our favorite and sometimes not so favorite moments. I'm your friend till the end, listeners, because everyone's entitled to one super scary podcast. We post weekly episodes on Mondays, and you can find us at Super Scary Podcast on all the socials. See you in the afterlife, listeners.
Eventually we have to go, and we'll end up being in Canada, so we'll need to go see Juice as well.
Yes.
And we need to just have, like, the Tumblr Girlies meet up again. So.
Hell yeah.
Dave X Media.